A hair clip? Well, it's got some bite. Shame to waste such a good brain. Besides, there's plenty to go around. Bend them into place and whiten them. While we're at it, this guy could use a new coat of paint. Next, we'll need help from our old pal, Pikachu. Bony arms seem to be in style. Grab that antenna. Calm down, they're still screaming. Now just bend that antenna into place. Ditch that shirt, but keep the hanger. Twist it up, and our pal's got a third leg. Use some hot glue to give it some skin. Add some paint, and try them out for a stroll. Now take a tank and slice it in half. Throw some clay on. And close it up like a clam. I think you earned a little grape break. Just make sure you save the seeds. They're a new row of chompers. Of course, some paint will help liven things up. Add some slime. No one likes dry mouth. Let's borrow a foot. And whatever this is. Soon, we'll whip up a skeleton. Add hands. Drip on some dark hot glue. When it dries, add some red. You'll need a good head on your shoulders. Well, a head. And some pants would be a good idea. Plus, a tie just looks classy. Pair with a sort of jacket. A few protective pads wouldn't hurt either. Add some paint to keep things from clashing. Pretty soon, he'll be ready for the battleground. Careful now, 'cause the cavalry has arrived. These Titans are back and better, and badder than ever. Okay, guys, roll the dice and see what you get.
Oh no!
Let the Skibidi battle commence. You get a toilet. With all the fixings, some assembly required. What else has this potty got? Another body? Why don't we split this one down the middle? Two halves make a whole, or whatever this is. Well, the right paint job covers all mistakes. Make sure not to get too much in that hole. And let it dry before you handle it. Your turn. Might as well cut right into it. Hope you like opening tiny plastic bags. Now that that's done, it's time to get building. And just like that, we've got a leg to stand on. Make sure to make some shins. Guess teamwork makes the dream work. Now back to you. Ooh, someone's teeth are coming in. While we're at it, throw on some tusks and fangs. Next, maybe add some nice chain material. You know what pairs well with a belt? Clothes. A study in contrasts. Rags, but make it shine. And you can walk tall with these shoes.
What?
Okay, it's your turn again. Let's whip up a pelvis. Make it sturdy. Look at the chest it needs to hold. Next, we're gonna need some shoulders. And maybe a head to put on top too. Now how about a jacket? Need to keep that mouth warm. Ooh, let's upgrade those hands. And something for the arms. Everything's coming up blocks for this guy. The perfect thing to whip up some arms. But what are we gonna do for hands? Like we have to ask? Let's get building. Now say hello to our not-so-little friend. Hey, look, you're on candid camera. We've got no secrets, but we could use some spare parts. Cover it up with some black clay. Remember, 2 heads are better than 1. So I guess that means 3 are even better. Just remember to add the teeth. Moles don't have eyes or ears, but they've got teeth. Speaking of heads, this guy needs one. And who says pink isn't intimidating? But we're not out of blocks yet. And there's plenty of room for some extra attachments. Ooh, a screen. Someone needs nasal spray. Look, it comes in Platinum Edition. We could use that. You're never fully dressed without a jetpack. Ugh. Hey, would you like some jerky? Of course, it's always important to read the label. They're not that tasty, but it's great building material. Okay, now it's time for these two to flaunt their stuff. Like I said, let the Skibidi battle commence. Don't worry, you can spare a few limbs. I mean, we can always make some more.
What? Yes!
Uh-huh.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Huh? Huh?
Yes!
Hey. Huh?
Oops.
Ooh. Huh? Ooh.
Spray on some paint to keep it monochrome, plus shine. It's just the thing to give our car some edge. Strap on a cage on top. Now for something with a little bite. Break off a piece and cover it up with white clay. We're whipping up a new toilet. Don't forget the hole. Looks like we're gonna have to fill it up too.
What?
While we're at it, we need a tank on back. A good plumber is always in demand. Especially one who's an electrician on the side, too. Our toilet's gonna need some special shields. We'll need a nice shape with a strong, sturdy texture. Line the jewels up in a pattern, like bolts. Now add some surface primer to help give it a metallic look. But why settle for silver when you can go for the gold? Just add a few finishing touches and place on top of the wheels. Now let's make something for the front wheels. Add some more primer, and we want the colors to match. Next, let's add some things to keep our rider safe. Add a nice shield right in front. Add some color. And thanks to our levers, it's a convertible. Next, use that cup to make an engine on back and fill it up. Careful, I don't think that's ice cream, or even a cone. But we can still put them to use. Trace the bottom. It'll create a shape that'll fit right inside our new headlights. Next, the tires could use a little extension too. Trim the sticks into shape and cover with paint. Get those engines ready, 'cause our car's ready to hit the road. Let's just take one last look around. Yeah, everything's in check. It's time to show off what a custom paint job can do. start running. The TV men are coming. That's no ordinary TV. And that's no regular toilet. Grandpa, quick, we need your help. Ah, magic pyramids. They come with blocks, some assembly required. Don't skip leg day. Oh, good, they're not sold separately. Now it's your turn, Grandpa. Let's try another. It's getting kinda random. Ooh, maybe that doll could help. Start by taking a little off that calf. Next, we need to get things back to basics. But now, she's getting a few new attachments. You know, she could also use some joints. It's just the skeleton, so cover things up with clay. Okay, Granny. Let's grab more blocks for your Titan. Now that's a torso. It's really coming together.
Nice.
Nice.
I think Grandpa's inspired. This scrap metal will make for some great armor. Leave some room to carve out a core. It's gonna need some armor of its own. Dome armbands too. We're not done with that old car just yet. Let's fix up your belt. And grab that guitar. Hone that pick. We can use them for thigh pads. Can't forget knee pads. Next, grab that hydrant. We'll need to sand it and cut it into place. Rearrange the pieces and drill a hole on top. Now, our Titan has some brand new kicks. We want everything to look uniform, so let's get painting. Okay, Grandma, grab more pieces. They're tiny. Bit by bit, they can come together to make something big. Next up, looks like Grandpa's got blueprints. Guess these prints use a hands-on approach. We've got the perfect head for a speaker man. Of course, it could still use a paint job. Sometimes, blocks need a little customization. Once the paint dries, add wires through the holes. The speakers need something on the front too. Add anything that looks like it makes a sound. We're not done yet. Cut the teeth off a comb. Throw some paint on our brand new spikes. And if you want bigger spikes, grab a bigger comb. We've still got some paint. Let's draw some flames. Even a Titan needs a few tricks up his sleeve. When it comes to speakers, Granny prefers instant. Everything's really coming together.
Wow!
Told you we were gonna need that guitar. So, that's why people call guitars axes. Looks like Grandma and Grandpa are ready to rumble. Just save some action for the TV men.